Hello class, Marvizu here again. This week we're talking about academic integrity. So what if I was to tell you that I'd be willing to do whatever it took to get my college degree? I'd be willing to cheat, I'd be willing to pay for someone else's paper, I'd be willing to take your work or use your words to get the job done, to get that A or B or whatever the case is, to pass the class, right? What would it say about me? What would it say about our class? What would it say about our university? Well, let me start by saying I'm not willing to cheat, steal, or lie my way through college. I'll do anything it takes within those confines. So let's talk about what the university's mission is as far as academic integrity. The university's mission in part is to nurture in each learner a sense of moral responsibility. What does that mean? It means giving a moral foundation for its students to build upon, right? To move out into the careers that each career is a little bit different, but we're all right now creating a foundation educationally and morally of what kind of professionals we're going to end up being. And what does that entail as far as academic integrity for the university? According to the university, the policy that we all signed up for when we enrolled at LAPU, in part it says, "I will not lie, cheat, or steal in my endeavors, nor will I accept the actions of those who do. I will conduct myself responsibly and honorably in all my academic activities." Pretty easy, right? Just don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, do your own work. You know, that's what it's all about. Is we're here to learn. You cannot learn if someone else is doing the work. You have to put in the time, the effort, give up things in your life to get the job done. Otherwise, what are we here for? So, what does academic integrity offer the speaker? Well, for me, it creates a solid foundation, like I said earlier. Since you're doing all the work yourselves before your speech, you're doing all the research and fine-tuning how to say things, it builds a confidence in yourself because you know you did the work. You know where you're coming from with the information that you're giving. So after the end of the speech, sometimes you end up fielding questions in that on that topic. If you're the one who's done the work, then there's a certain confidence and a certain trust that you build with the crowd, that they know that you know what you're talking about. And that's kind of what it's all about. What does it offer the listener? Like I said, for the listener, it offers a sense of trust. Have you ever, I put it this way, so have you ever known someone who's a liar in your life? Either an old friend, a school friend, or a neighbor, or something that they've become liars, right? So when they're talking to you and they're asking you for money, or they're asking you to borrow your car, or whatever the case may be, the whole time they're asking you this, or they're telling you this long story, you're thinking emotionally like, I can't believe you're even lying to me again. I can't believe you're doing it. You're not trying to hear their message logically. You're hearing them emotionally as a listener. So when you're the listener and you have trust in the speaker, like you believe what they're saying, then you're hearing their message, which is important because that's what the speaker's trying to get you to do, is hear their message. So moving on, why is academic integrity important to me? Well, for me, it gives me a sense of pride. I'm the only one who really knows what I put into these classes. The time I take for my family, the long hours, day and night, and on top of a 40-hour work week, on top of the kids, school activities. I'm going home to do work, can't hang out at the Super Bowl party because I need to do homework. So I'm the one who's giving it all up. So if I cheat my way to that degree, then what am I doing all this work for? It doesn't really make sense. So for me, it gives me a sense of pride. So what 3 ways can I practice academic integrity? First, I'll always cite the information that I'm researching. So if I'm ever looking something up, and if they give me a good idea or And instead of trying to paraphrase it, I always just cite it. Give props to the person. It was their idea, it wasn't mine. So I'll just either, if I'm using the exact words, I'll quote it, or if I'm paraphrasing, I'll always cite the information. Second, I'll do my own work. I'll ask for feedback from family or friends or other students, but I don't ask them with the intent of using their words verbatim, right? I just want to get their ideas so that it gives me a direction to go. Third, I won't let others copy my work. If I'm in a group and somebody says, hey, can you give me a little bit of background on the work that the research that you did on whatever the topic is? I don't give them my work. I tell them where I got the information from so that they could do their own work. I try not to put them in a position where their honor is in jeopardy. So those are the 3 ways that I practice academic integrity on a daily basis. And that concludes my speech today. So I hope you enjoyed it. You guys have a good evening. We'll see you next week.